For nearly 100 years, man has attempted to can wine to no avail. In December 1950's issue of the American Journal of Viticulture, Leo A. Berti writes, "The commercial failure of packs of wine from the mid-1930s can be traced to the same problems that trouble us today. The inherent instability of wine, mixed too much with oxygen in the package, ruining the taste."
Wow.
Stability and longevity were key problems as the aggressive elements within wine itself attacked the aluminum can, causing can corrosion that led to air leakage and an unpleasant hydrogen sulfide or rotten egg smell as the can is opened. Nonetheless, the capitalistic allure of convenient, cost-effective, lightweight packaging spun as eco-friendly has made companies salivate. And from the 1950s to now, wineries across the world have continued to try and can wine without success, as most experiments end with the wine collapsing within the can in just a few months. But in 2004, in Walla Walla, Washington, a new company was conceived by an ex-rock and roll manager and award-winning Washington winemaker named Charles Smith. Inspired by the everyday table wines of Europe, Smith's vision was to create a delicious wine at a maximum value and quality with an iconic yet simplistic label and a tongue-in-cheek name. Can this product withstand the rapid corrosion of wine and aluminum? Will it taste better than its reappropriated namesake? Is it even wine at all? Today on the show, we're drinking house wine, old-fashioned lemonade.
New music, Joe.
New music, and I am digging it.
Speaking of innovation.
Yeah, we're innovating our entrance music. What do you think about it? You love it? You hate
The
it?
new music?
Yeah, you love it or hate it.
I think it's fine. I think it's legal. I think it's...
That's an important
Our
quality.
lawyers are happy. I'm happy. Happy
Yes.
lawyer, happy life.
That's what they always say.
Yes.
And they're not.
I live in service of my lawyers. They're nodding. That was a fun intro, Joe, and
Thank
close
you.
to home. Walla Walla.
Oh, Walla Walla, Washington. Also, absolutely the most fun name, town name in America.
Yes. Wow. Now that's a can of wine.
That's a can of wine. Pouring you
wow.
in little unfamiliar glassware here.
Yes, we are away from home.
That's right,
Far
folks.
from home. What's it called?
Spider-Man Far From Home?
Is that what it is? Far from home or can't
No
go
way home.
No way home. You can't,
go home.
Spider-Man, you can't go home.
Spider-Man can't go home.
My favorite flick of 2022.
Well, yes, that's right, folks. We are at the 2022 annual Patreon
Funded.
Cans Retreat.
Yes. If you want to hear the same content next year, make sure to go to our Patreon. $200 gets us to this cabin.
And $1,000 gets you to the cabin. And so far,
Yes.
it's just us and our lawyers. Cheers.
Cheers. So this looks like lemonade, a sparkling lemonade.
Ooh, that is a sparkling lemonade.
Yeah.
That's a
Doesn't
summery
taste
drink.
bad, yeah. We should have kept this cold.
Well, it was in the
It's
fridge.
not cold, yeah.
It's not cold. Yeah.
Hey, but the show's not cold. The shore's not cold. Not cold.
Yeah, there you go.
Not cold. I mean, just getting a few pictures of the
Were you
gang.
trying to say the show's not cold cans?
Yeah.
We should rename our show. We redid the music.
Not cold cans.
Not cold cans. We redid the music. We're focusing on a very specific type of liquid that lacks a certain property in it. That,
Wow.
Maybe
We're
should
in the after days. After
we should be
gluten.
not
The
cold
cold
cans.
not cold cans. We will think on that one. Our lawyers will talk it over.
Our lawyers are nodding.
There are lawyers and creative directors here.
Yeah, we employ 2 lawyers, 3 creative directors.
Oh, wow.
We have two graphic designers on staff. Audio engineer Matt on the ones and twos.
Yep, hey, Matt.
Nope, turn that mic away. And of course, us, each approaching 8 figures
Right.
from our PPP loans.
Yes. Those will be forgiven in full. That's why I voted for Biden.
Yes, this drink is pretty good. My wife,
It's not bad. Yeah, right.
my wife picked it up. She was intrigued by it and wanted us to review it. to get a sense for whether she would like it.
Oh, so she hadn't had it yet. She just was intrigued by the
I'm
can.
not sure, to be honest, but
Okay.
she just picked up this can and said, I'd like you to review it and get your thoughts, which is strange. She actually did do this, and she does not care what our thoughts are. On
Will not listen.
Well, she listens, but she doesn't care what our thoughts are. It's not
Gotcha.
going to influence her. But apparently this one did, and I could say so far so good.
Yeah, not bad. I think I'm curious. Do they call it wine on here at all, or it's just house wine branded? Grape wine with natural flavors. Okay,
Yep, it's a grape
So it's
wine.
a white wine. It's one of those grape wines.
And it did not smell or taste like rotten eggs. And I have had canned wine that
Yeah,
I've
you
opened the
mentioned-
can,
okay.
and it smells rotten. And that apparently is because there's air leakage. And
Oh,
I
so
don't really
that's
know
when
much
something's
more.
gone bad. That's not like natural, or it shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be like
Doesn't
that.
need to be that way.
No, can't go home.
Can't go home again. Can't not go home again.
Yeah.
It's cold there. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean when you say you get that sulfur smell when you crack
Yep.
open a can of wine. I've had that before.
Yeah, but
'Cause I'm
this-
probably drinking low-grade canned wine usually.
Probably. I don't know what the price point is of house wine because its namesake is from table wines that you'd expect to get at a restaurant. I was reading about table wines. Historically, house wine is usually poor quality, possibly jug wine derived from a second pressing of the grapes and sold by the glass.
Oh, wow.
Promoted by a restaurant primarily on the basis of the wine's low cost.
Repressing of the grapes, huh?
Yep. Pressing, juicing them out one more time.
It's not the only
Whatever's
thing
coming out
repressed
next.
on this show. Let's just say that much.
Oh, God. That's sad.
So the wine has nice notes of
Lemonade.
lemon.
So this
No, it does, though. It tastes lemony, but
Right.
not like sour lemon, not pucker. I should bring this up. We went to the Kraken game the other day, NHL team, Seattle. My 1st
Let's
game.
go Kraken.
Kraken.
Yeah, that's kind of like that.
It
what
wasn't
was
like
the
that.
Nirvana song?
Oh, they're going to hate me. It's lithium,
Let's
right?
Go. Yeah, it's lithium.
I like it. Let's go Kraken.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
All right, continue.
It's a beautiful presentation they do there. I
Absolutely
gotta
gorgeous
Look,
presentation
it's
over
beautiful.
there.
It's gorgeous. It's unrepressed, double pressed. I'm double impressed. I got a canned cocktail. You know,
Galdane canned
didn't
cocktail.
have gluten in it, and I think it was from Denali Spirits up in Alaska. You heard of that?
The place
Alaska?
Denali, yeah, or
Yeah.
Alaska, yeah. I totally.
And it was pretty vague packaging. It just had like a lemon on one and then a raspberry on another one, and it said like vodka with natural flavors, and so I thought it would just be a kind of a vodka like hard seltzer essentially type flavor thing.
Yeah.
It was not. It was lip puckering bad.
yeah, you
They called every sip of
you were
my
sitting
12
next to me
ounce can.
every.
Yeah.
I'm watching the hockey game, and every sip, Nick goes,
It was so bad.
It was,
I
like,
couldn't
never
believe
ending.
it. And I think the citric acid in there was like further exposing my taste buds with every sip. So then it just became more and more
It's
intense.
this awful self-perpetuating cycle.
Yeah.
With
It was just
intensely bad flavor.
hitting blood vessels by the end of it.
Yeah.
Directly. So yeah,
That's a shame.
that's a skip.
a big skip from you. The going to a Kraken game though, a lot of fun. They'll soon have the Sonics
Don't
here in
skip.
Seattle, and that'll be great when they.
You think that'll be soon?
I think so. The
Pure
stadium's there.
expansion team, not a transfer
That
from the
I
city.
can't predict, but I think the team lands a city the next opportunity, whether that's somebody moving out of their city or the NBA decides to expand. I think Seattle's top of the list because that stadium's amazing. So
It is. They did a great job.
They had some gaff by calling it Climate Pledge Arena, which people are like, oh, that's lame. But they actually then try to embody it. There's like zero waste. Everything is recyclable or compostable.
Yeah, something like that.
they
Or
cut
like
way
by
back on-
2023 or something. No,
Oh, yeah, maybe-
reuse.
yeah, maybe it's not right now,
No
but-
one-use plastic.
They cut way back on like beef. So there's a lot of impossible meat. Yeah, I don't know. It's a cool place.
It's
brand
yeah.
new. It's beautiful.
All like self-checkout stuff.
Yeah,
That
that's
makes
great.
it easier. Yeah.
Limited menu restaurants.
Yes.
So there's like 3 things on the menu, and they're all being prepared fresh, and you just grab it and go self-checkout.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And I would say the downside of Kraken is the tickets are very expensive, but you can, because they're bad, I think in part, you can find some inexpensive
bad, yeah.
during the week games. So, yeah.
Yeah, we were right down by the ice, and it wasn't crazy
No,
expensive.
wasn't too
and
bad.
It was nice. But they served you a terrible lemonade drink. This one isn't terrible.
No, it's not. I would have preferred this.
So I'm reading on originalhousewine.com. They describe this as thirst quenching and refreshing. Housewine's wine-based old-fashioned lemonade blends the flavor of freshly squeezed sweet lemons with a touch of citrus tartness. It's kind of hard to say that sentence.
You did a great job.
Thank you. Pair with spicy food, picnic dishes, and backyard games on a warm summer day. I agree.
What? Spicy food?
Oh, yeah. I guess I don't know about spicy food. I
Who
glossed
drinks
over that.
lemonade with spicy food?
Well, they suggest it. This is master winemaker and rock and roll agent Charles Smith or whoever. Who's the guy who founded Mormonism?
I don't know. Look it up. Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith. That's what I was thinking about.
Charles Smith. Okay, what was I going to say about that?
Spicy food.
The name, I think, old-fashioned lemonade. I think whenever you put old-fashioned on something that's alcoholic, I just think of the cocktail.
Yeah, you
And
thought
so
there
it's
was going to be
weird.
some combination
Like
of wine,
Angostura
lemonade,
bitters in here or something.
old-fashioned ingredients. It was confusing branding-wise because also the word old-fashioned on the can is above the word wine.
Right.
So it reads
Fashion.
House Old-Fashioned Wine Lemonade. It's absolutely baffling to unpack what's going on there.
Wine was made the old-fashioned way. There's like a winking face on there.
Yeah. Strange all around. We are drinking a 12.5% alcohol by volume.
wow.
Now, so this one's going to pack a little bit of a punch.
Yeah, so like a 6 1/4% beer, basically.
Yes. You did that math.
I
right there
understood
for
the
listener.
assignment.
Yeah. This guy understands the assignment.
Yeah, you could say I understand the assignment.
That's so funny when people say that.
I'm a bit of a wisecracker, and yeah, you could say I understood the assignment.
I offered you this theory on the way up. We were
Yes.
driving up, and I said the sending of gifts in like if you're in a text thread with your boys or your family, your friends, or you're at work and you're doing chat threads,
Oh, I love that.
and you send a GIF of like Homer Simpson going back into the bush,
Yes.
or some
Yes.
like Forrest Gump
And I give
waving.
the clap hands emoji.
You give
to
the clap
react.
hands. That GIF humor is an extension of before the internet, when people's entire humor comedic
Personality.
arsenal was just quoting movies, funny
Yes.
lines at movies.
Yes.
All
And
the
it's easier
space
than
for
ever.
activities. That kind
Oh,
of stuff.
sure. Step Brothers reference. Nice.
Right, exactly. It's meant to elicit somebody going, "Oh, nice! I've seen that movie. It was funny. Thus, you're funny." You've the transitive power of comedy.
Yes. You're right, but it's even lazier, right? Because
Yes.
they at least memorized those lines
Right.
and knew when to use them. Now you get a GIF keyboard in front of you, and you can just search like, what would a human being react to this that pops these things up?
Yeah, funny one. You type it in, and it's
Oh,
like
that's good.
a baby falling over, and you're like,
Yeah,
"Fuck
yes.
yes."
50 thumbs ups on the reaction.
Yes,
and you
the
get
metaverse
promoted at work as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, a big promotion. Metaverse clout led me to this promo. It sucks. Those
GIF
GIF
game
keyboard.
unlock.
Yeah, this guy understood the GIF game assignment. Let's just put it that way.
Let's just say he understood the assignment.
I like that as a comedic punch beginning of your delivery.
Yes, it's
yeah.
like spotlight on me, please.
I'm just gonna
Everyone
make a
else
loud
shut
noise.
up. Then your eyes are kind of searching to make sure everyone's looking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I understood the assignment. See, our lawyers go to who's ever going at the top of their lungs.
Yeah, I think somebody understood the assignment here. Yeah. Drop a glass of water on the ground much or what? When somebody drops
that
a glass
one,
of
not
water
so
on the
much.
on the
No.
ground? No.
I don't
You
think-
like that one? You think that's funny when people say, do X much? Drink a beer
Well,
much?
if someone dropped the water, you would say, "Drink water much?"
Oh, yeah,
right?
you're
You don't say
wouldn't
the thing they did.
See, I don't. My level
See,
of comedic
you did not
sophistication.
understand the assignment.
Somebody didn't understand the assignment very well.
Oh boy! Yeah.
Drink water much?
There we go.
Or just draining everything to a complete halt when people are laughing and goofing and have a good time. And
Yeah,
then somebody
you need to
doing
rip
like
back
that. Laugh out loud much? what do you want?
Enjoy your time much?
And having good company and conversation much? So enough of it, these people.
Yeah. Yes. Agreed.
Yes.
Yes, King.
I would send you a GIF of a little kid at a keyboard typing and then turning and giving a thumbs up. That's what I'd send right
or
now.
Oprah standing up at the Oscars, getting out of her seat and clapping.
Yes, clapping.
Or no, sorry, Helen. Who was it? Helen Mirren. You know the GIF.
I know the GIF. Oprah would have been the "you get a card."
Oh,
you get a
sure,
card. That's
sure.
another fun joke that people like to do. Oh
Yes.
yeah, the way they're passing out candy at this parade, it's like you get a candy, you get a candy.
That would be a great place to do that joke. Such a unique take on that environment. Wow, the way they're passing out candy at this parade, it's like, you get a candy, you get a candy. The parade has stopped to watch you do this bit. It's that good.
Also, it's not like observational at all. Of course, they're throwing candy
To everyone.
I mean, the way that
That's quite literally what they're doing. Is
the way this clown walked by and threw out this like, you get a candy.
Yeah.
It is literally what they're doing. That's good stuff, huh?
It's great stuff. Now that I think of it,
It's great stuff.
it's not Helen Mirren.
Oh,
It's the other one. Who's the other?
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
That's
Thank
who you were thinking of.
Yes.
Your gift game not on point.
No,
Someone didn't understand the assignment.
Not understand the assignment.
You get a fail. You get a fail. You get a fail. Pretty soon, when we enter Zuckerberg's metaverse, we'll be able
Yes.
to, instead of having the conversation like you and I are having, we'll augment it with digital GIFs and
Yes.
reactions. So instead of me laughing, I could just send you a laughing emoji.
While you're stone cold in like a crypto chamber.
Yeah. Hey.
Now, not the crypto you might be thinking of.
Yeah, I'd
my
like to
friends.
profit off a little bit of crypto.
Your face is frozen to preserve the beautiful
Cryo, you meant to
masterpiece.
say.
Cryo, yeah. sorry.
Cryogenic chamber.
Cryptogenic chamber.
Purchased by
It's
crypto.
fueled by Dogecoin.
Every time somebody mines another Dogecoin, the chamber gets renewed for another 2 months.
Another pellet goes in your feed tube.
Otherwise, I'm absolutely fucked. Yes, you get a.
Yes, Kang. Yeah. I think I'm a little bit lost on the assignment at this point. I have a segment.
Oh, let's do a segment. Do you think anyone's still listening after what that we just put them
Zero
through?
chance.
All right. Oh yeah, this assignment. You're going to give me an
So
assignment.
in past, it feels like a past, almost a dream at this point. In a past episode, when Joey
Yeah.
said that there is no difference in flavor between all the different colors of Skittle and Starburst.
I then walked back in this
You walked it
shared
back.
dream about Starburst.
Someone rethought the assignment.
About Starburst, because I do agree that different Starbursts have
What
different
made
flavors.
you run that one back?
I think I just
Take
was
another
running
look.
my fucking mouth, my little
Well-
potty mouth, and saying like all those sugary, fruity. So the premise that I'm trying to get across is all these sugary candies. Like I prefer a chocolate candy. The reason I don't prefer
Someone
Skittles
could
and
argue all
Starburst.
chocolate candies pretty much taste the same because they
Well,
do.
sure, but they intentionally do. My take
don't
is
know.
these Starburst Skittles type candies. They claim there's variety, but you cannot tell the difference between the different entities they're in. Now, Starburst, I have walked back. Those are pretty clearly different flavors. A yellow and a red are different. But I do maintain that Skittles, every Skittle is the same, and you would not be able to
I'm
tell
excited
the difference.
because I'll absolutely be able to
Well, how
tell
do you want to
every single
structure
one.
this challenge?
Let me get, I don't know, let's get a spoon. You can set one on a
spoon?
spoon. I don't want you like putting it in my mouth or something weird.
Well, you're not going to know the color from the field. Just close your eyes. I'll put one in your
Oh.
palm. You don't want me to touch the Skittle that you're going to eat. Is that where your territory we're getting into here?
Yeah.
I'll touch it. I'll put it in your palm. Don't look at it. Eat it and tell me what color it is.
I don't want you touching it, Joe.
You seriously won't let me touch the Skittle to put it in your palm. If you give
you're
me a
coming off
spoon,
like you're some clean guy or something.
Well, no, but I'm not like filthy.
You're not a clean guy.
Well, let's dump some of them on the table. I'm going to take a video of this to prove that you cannot do this.
Oh wow, these Skittles are a little messed up in here.
What do you mean they're a little messed up?
They're melted to the inside of the bag.
Oh God, this is rotten Skittle bag.
Okay,
corroded
that's all
to
the
the
flavors
material
on
of
the
the
table
packaging
right now. So there's orange, grape, lemon, strawberry, green. Oh, it is green apple. I thought they switched out for lime. Back
That is
out
the
for
same
lime.
flavor.
It's not. Okay.
I
So-
do have a theory with this. I'm not just
set
being...
one. Yeah, like push one right here, and then I'll pick it up.
Okay, hold
Make
on.
sure
I
you
gotta-
get pictures.
I gotta take a video of this. I'm just telling you, I'm not being a little stinker about this. I'm telling you, I cannot taste the fucking
Oh,
difference.
okay.
They taste like sugar. There's not even a fruit in it. All right.
All natural fruit flavors.
So close your eyes.
Yes. Take me.
His eyes are closed. Don't peek.
Take me away.
Okay. So I'm picking out a color. Pull your palm out. I've put the color in your palm. You are going to eat it.
Can the camera see
The
it?
camera can see it.
Because
Calm
I
down.
can't.
Yeah,
Remember.
you peeked.
I didn't peek.
All right, put it in your mouth and tell me what color that Skittle is. Look at this man. No, he doesn't know.
It's a red Skittle.
Fuck. All right, it was a red Skittle.
My
right.
favorite flavor, by the way.
Round 2. If you
Okay.
can do 2 out of 3, you're proving me wrong. So go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
I got to clear this one out of the chamber.
Ready?
Yep.
You're not peeking? Okay. Skittle number 2 has entered Nick's palm. I'm just going to eat one for funsies.
You should, yeah.
Don't smell it. Oh, this one stinks. Joey's hands are filthy. Nick's chewing. He's thinking. He's being very contemplative.
It was one of those, sometimes there's a bad Skittle where it's like dried out through.
Yeah.
This was one of those ones.
Got a rotten one.
I got a rotten Skittle.
Ooh, I tasted a different flavor just now.
I think that was another red one.
It was another red one.
You son of a bitch.
I was trying to get you. All right, let's do one last one and try to fucking speed it up. It is a podcast.
We can edit it in post, Joe. Not that you would know.
I used to alternate with you, but that's gone right by the wayside. Go ahead. Get out of here. I'm going to eat the same color with
Why
you.
is this one wet?
I don't know, to be
I think
honest.
it's actually wet.
I didn't make it wet. It's yet another red Skittle. No, it's not. I'll give you that hint.
Orange.
Orange. Okay. Nick's proved me wrong. Skittles taste different. But what I'm telling you
Have
is...
I ever told you how I used to eat Skittles when I was a kid?
No.
I would chew them up, like put a handful of like 10 in my palm, chew them
no.
up, and then keep them in my lower lip.
Like you were chewing tobacco.
Yes.
Got his Skittle chaw in.
So instead of jaw cancer, I got diabetes out of it.
You're spitting this bright color in a spittoon. Ding.
I don't remember how long I did that, but there was certainly a time in my life.
Wow.
Go out and mow the lawn with a little chawsky in my bottom lip.
These Skittles are pairing really well with the house wine. I'll say that.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
They're spicy.
Fruit. Yeah. Compared to that wine, they might be considered spicy.
Can I tell you the one that did taste different to me? Because I'm again being 100% serious. Yellow, orange, green, and red all tasted exactly like
Really?
a sugar bomb. I cannot tell the difference.
Okay.
This one,
Grape.
That is distinctly different from those other
Interesting.
ones.
I would have thought you'd meant, or would have said the green apple is different.
I'll try it again.
Yeah, grape is pretty obvious. You're right.
Green apple is just a sugar bomb. It's the same as the rest of them, except grape. There's a explosion of flavor in grape.
Wow.
So there is one Skittle that tastes different than the rest of the Skittles. But
Tastes
I'm telling you, I
great.
can't taste it. I think it is just like the way my tongue processes just
Yeah,
like
that could
sugar
be.
balls are not
in an incorrect way.
Yeah, honestly, it's limited. I probably have a limited palate in that regard. I'm not kidding.
Well, I'm glad we did the experiment. That's real science at work here on Cold Cans Podcast. Please support science in your community by going to patreon.com/Cold Cans Podcast.
We've talked about this before, but there's so much we can do with your last name and Patreon.
Right.
And we're like, you could do, you know what you could do? Stop doing a podcast
me.
with me. Do a
In the works.
do a podcast on your own where you talk about topics. Today I'm talking about Bitcoin.
Topics.
Yeah. But hear me out. The whole The whole hook is it's called Patreon on Patreon.
Wow.
Patreon ... on
Sure.
Patreon.
What about
Patreon on Patreon. Patreon.
Is it?
Oh no, you do a podcast about Patreon, and it's called Patreon.
Where I interview people who have Patreon set up. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Patreon is a good idea.
Yeah, that's true. You understood the assignment, certainly.
Yeah, somebody understood.
Yeah.
That's a better idea than my original one, which was you talking about topics.
Right. That one would be a bit meandering, perhaps.
Yep.
And I don't have a dynamic enough personality to cover a topics-based podcast.
You do too. People flock to your dynamic personality.
Well, if they don't show it on my Patreon.
No.
What is there anything you could do with, because it's patreon.com.
So you're
could
going to
say
try to do Patreon dot
or like start it with docked on Patreon.com. I don't know. We're working on it.
Docked on Patreon.com. Docked on Patreon.com.
Yeah. Docked on Patreon
on Patreon.com. I think
where I like interview like Dr. Oz and stuff.
But you don't say dock on Patreon on Patreon.com.
Yeah. It's sort of like a portmanteau of doctor and on.
I like this. We have a doctor. Your pilot episode could be our doctor friend, Curly.
Oh, yeah.
He comes on your show. And that's
friend
a
of the show, not a personal friend, I will reiterate.
Of course. That's a doc on Patreon on Patreon.com.
Let's do it. Like I said, this also feels like a dream, but like I said, everything that's wordplay based, I do find funny. So
Funny enough to listen to every week 50 minutes of you talking to a doctor
about their Patreon.
This is effectively what Scott Ackerman has been doing for years.
That's true.
Are you talking YouTube to me?
Oh, right. Yeah.
He did. And he had a different one too with Adam Scott.
It was like, are you talking REM re me?
Oh, yeah. Are you talking REM re me? Regarding me. Yes. You are doing this with Doc on Patreon on Patreon.com.
It's not the Patreon thing, because I am fascinated by people who have successful. Right. I am fascinated by people who have successful Patreons, that there are enough people out there like donating, even if it's like $1 a month or something, and then like making a significant sum off of it.
Hey, that which is unknown is always fascinating.
Wow.
Because we have no such experience for 4 years, 5 years.
That's true, yeah.
On Cold Cans.
A lot of tight wallets out there in Cold Cans Nation.
If you go to coldcanspodcast.com/donations, you could donate right now.
Oh, there is actually something.
I think I still have that
It was
on
like
there. I
called
should
beer
take that
money or
off.
something.
Yeah, beer money. Donate. Or you can go to Blue Apron and Fanatics.
Or get merch. I don't know. We might need to take the merch page down too. There are pint glasses and koozies. I don't know if there are any shirts left.
My wife is telling me to get rid of the goddamn box of all the.
Oh, we got to clear it out of the basement.
Trying to clear the basement.
Okay, go to maybe we can put the
pint
price
glasses down there in a box.
$15 is not that much for a pint glass.
$15 is very reasonable, folks. Go to coldcanspodcast.com/merch and pick up a new pint glass today.
They're kind of fun.
You get a free koozie with a pint glass. That's the promo that's been going on. Use promo code Patreon.
You might even get 2 free koozies.
Yeah, we got to get rid of these things because they're disintegrating at the seams.
No, they're fine.
They're good.
I talked to Brooks Maddock. He said he needs some more koozies. He's been taking them like out in the world, getting a little exposure on the show.
He's still the commissioner of Cold Cans.
Right. Commissioner in hiding of Cold Cans podcast.
We got to have him back on the show.
We do. We're going to be in Portland. He's in Portland.
Maine?
Maybe.
Portland, Oregon.
We don't like to give our location away, security reasons.
The fan bases. We do also have 4 security guards on retainer at all times, each making 6 figures. They're patrolling this Airbnb right now.
So once again, go to coldcanspodcast.com/merch, support the show, support the program, support our safety.
Yes.
So let's touch back.
Somebody understood the assignment.
Yeah, we just got a donation for 1 million Dogecoin.
Oh, yeah. 1 million,
Yeah, how about this? 1 million Dogecoin.
That's funny, and you could do like a Elon Musk instead of Dr. Evil. Dr. Elon.
Pretty good. I don't know how Photoshop works, but that would be pretty good. Somebody should do that.
Dude, that'd be so fucking good. I'd be like the time in Step Brothers where they were like, we have all this space for activities. Remember that?
I do remember that. It was epic. Let's wrap it up. We're not ranking anything, though, right? How's
yeah.
the Starburst you're smacking on into the mic?
Stick it in my teeth. You know, as a kid, I think my favorite fruity snack, I didn't prefer them, but if I was eating one, Starburst was my favorite.
Okay.
One time, our friend Soda Pop had a double wrapped Starburst, and he called the hotline that's listed on the candy packaging.
You've told this on the show
They
before.
sent him 2 free sticks of Starburst in
It's
the
a
mail
great story.
because he had a double wrapper and he had proof.
I almost died eating that second wrapper.
Yeah, he unwrapped it and he went, "What the fuck?" And he had another wrapper. I was with him, and he called.
Did he
the
have to
hotline.
take a picture or anything of it to show to them?
I don't think we had cell phones at the time, so maybe he didn't have proof. But he called and complained and got.
And
free
they just
Starburst.
said, "Yeah."
And if I'm misremembering this, Soda Pop, and you're out there listening, you just let me know because I'm pretty sure
Let him
that's the way
know.
this all happened. But
I think if there is an episode where I remember in the description is written like Joey tells us how to scam Starburst.
First,
I believe
bet they
that's
still
true.
have a customer support
Call.
line. We could call them right now on air. The Starburst customer support line. They don't list it. Oh yeah, questions, comments.
Is their number?
Call 1-800-974-4539. Should we turn into like a prank show and I can call
We
them
should.
right
It's
now?
Crank Yankers. It's
How about I
not,
call
not
them-
Cold Cran Yankers.
I am going to call them and I'm just going to see if someone answers. If someone answers, I'll hang up, which is a classic prank.
Oh yeah.
But if I want to see like
That's
what
like
kind of
ding
telephone
dong
system.
ditching, but with a cellular telephone.
974.
Now this is good. Now Joey's gonna get them on the line. We're sitting here. We are today sponsored by Manscaped. If you have a customer complaint about a Manscaped injury, please call our lawyers. They can get you in on the class action lawsuit about these Manscaped ball trimmers.
Ball trimmers. And we're also sponsored by Juul cigarettes. Juul. It's a vape. All right. Here we go. I'm calling them.
What about this Diamond?
Mars Briggery.
Oh, okay.
To speak to our team in English, please press 1. Just
could try speaking in French.
All calls are recorded for quality and training purposes.
This is Mars Corporation.
This is being recorded on this end too, Mars.
Thank you.
Our lawyers are at alert.
We're currently experiencing higher than usual call volumes and apologize.
We have a
for
lot
any
of double wraps.
Please hold for the next available agent.
They put-
Otherwise, you can contact us at mars.com/.
No.
We're committed to providing great customer service. If you'd like to give us feedback on your experience today, please hold on.
On the call that I just got added,
Be automatically connected to a short
I'm hanging up. So they were going to put me on hold because there's an unusual call volume to Mars
Which just means they don't
Corporation.
have anyone working the hotline. I would have
Because
imagined.
someone hasn't called the hotline since Soda Pop had a double wrap Starburst. All right, well, it's out there, folks. If anything happens to your Starburst, make sure that you call the Mars hotline. Stay on hold.
take-
they
yeah,
have
they'll
to
take care
answer.
of you.
It's like when you're at your polling site, and if you're in line, they have to let you vote. Mars has to answer. They have to. Our lawyers are violently nodding. Should we rank this thing? We don't do that. What's your final
Should we
thoughts?
just do drank or stank essentially for
Yeah,
everything
give me-
we
just
do
give me your
now?
final thoughts on
yeah,
house
I
wine.
think it's a drank. I think it's if it was ice cold too. I think it would be a little bit better than what we had right now. But on a summer day like that,
I had
it is like a hard
it was
lemonade.
cold. I had to write the cold open.
I did not mean to give you shit. I think yes, it just got a little warm. Ironically, while doing the cold open. Yeah.
Oh, no.
So yeah, I think it's a drink.
I think it's a drink for me as well. It was refreshing. As we discussed, the canned wine problems that can come did not come to this.
No.
Canned wine that can come did not come to this. It didn't come to this.
Wow.
However, it's very simple. It's 12% ABV. You're getting a bang for your buck. 2 of these cans is 1 bottle of wine. So if you were going to a picnic and you know what you and your crew can drink for bottles of wine wise, you just simply times that by 2 and buy
Wow.
that many cans of house wine. I've had house wine before, other varieties of house wine. We've snuck red house wine into a movie theater a handful of times.
It's a nice move.
My wife and I. And we've snuck it into concerts as well. Because it's just, because you get 2.5 glasses of wine in one can. So
Not bad.
if you're buying like a beer, you bring a beer, you got to drink that whole beer. Now you got to pee. The volume's too much. You can condense it a little bit without drinking fucking like shots, which is bad. So house wine scratches that itch for me. I liked this. I think it's my new number one on the rankings.
Okay. Well, there you have it. The new gluten-free segment of Cold Cans is off to a great
A rollicking start.
Earth 33 start.
Queen, I'd say we. I don't know the meme.
Understood the assignment. What's the Queen one?
Yes.
Oh, just yes.
Saying yes.
Gotcha.
And understood the assignment.
Yes.
Yes.
See you next week.